You specialize in helping people who are getting through one of the toughest times in their lives,
Right.
divorce. What do people think when they hear divorce center? What's their first reaction?
A lot of people don't want to talk to me, you know? Or a lot of people, the immediate first response is, oh man, where were you when I was going through a divorce?
At what point did you realize you wanted to get into this business, and did you realize there was a real lack of this kind of a resource in the community?
Sure. Well, in 2010, I finalized my own divorce. And I'm smarter than the decisions that I made. And I said to myself, oh boy, where was the regular me, the normal, everyday, non-emotional, non-reactive me for me when I went through my own divorce? I wish I would have had somebody that was there saying, hey, do you really think that's a good idea? But instead, I was just reacting. I didn't have premeditated thought. I was doing whatever it took to feel better right now. And it was not the best step. It had lingering ripple effects.
What was the big mistake that you made that you wish you had not done?
That's a great question. I said, just go. I want my house, my car, and my dogs. All right? Just go. Anything else that you want or that you need, take it. And he did. He took everything. So that was a very poor choice on my behalf, because refurnishing a home costs a lot of money.
Is there a common mistake people are making, or is there a common, oh, you're going down the wrong track there? And what would that be?
Okay, that is a great question, actually. So my background is in mortgage, and most women feel that they must keep their home. They have to keep their home because, well, women want to take care of their children and their family, and they think that the home is where that happens. And often one of the things that I've begun to say is, you know what, the house is not the home. Your children and your family, their first actual home was with you. So I see the biggest mistake being that people try to retain a home that maybe they have no business staying in.
That's really interesting, because you do hear one of the first comments after a divorce is, who got to keep the home?
Right.
And it's almost as if there's some sort of shame in not keeping the home. But you're saying that would be a huge mistake to think that way.
You know, we don't know. I can't make a blanket statement. We want to look and say, okay, can you actually afford the home?
Right.
Or if you're going to afford the home, how are you going to do it? Okay, do you have a job? Do we need to calculate out maintenance or child support? And then we have rules that go on top of using that income that's not your actual earned income to be able to have you keep the home. And often people that don't have a job, so let's say women that have stayed at home and then they're going to be receiving child support and alimony, well, they're now still dependent on their ex-spouse, but there's no longer a partnership.
How do you tell people to even start separating fact, just cold hard fact, from emotion when it all feels intertwined?
Certainly. Well, I mean, life is holistic. It is intertwined, and that's why I come in as a third party. I'm not engaged in their emotions. I can see clearly the scope of exactly what's going on for them. So I'm not suggesting that somebody needs to separate their logic from emotion. I'm suggesting that that's what we do, is we come in and we say, hey, this scenario that you just explained to me, that just doesn't make sense. And then we put physical facts and tangible numbers behind any suggestion that we might make.